Hey, what's up, everybody? Knuckles here. Here's an uppercut for you. Last night, the Habs playing in Minnesota, losing 4-1. Listen, there were some good things about that game. And like the coach, I like what I saw at the end. Guys sticking together. Um, you know, Weidman jumping in there, Evans jumping in after that little piss pot hit Slafkovsky at the end of the game. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit today about Slavkovsky and is he going to stay here? Is he going to go? And I'll address that afterwards. But um, last night, Marco Rossi, a couple minutes left in the game, ends up running them there. Now, it's a 4-1 game. You don't have to do it. Maybe they have a beef from before. I don't know, over in Europe, two European players. Um, And if that's the case, okay. But what I didn't like about it from Slavkovsky's end is the fact that he let up. Yeah, there's 2 minutes left in the game. You're down 4-1. He kind of la-di-da'd it, going to just at the red line there. Like, okay, no problem. I'll just throw it in and I'll change. Well, no, that isn't the way it works. You get the puck there, you got to make sure you get it in, and you got to be ready for someone to come and knock you on your ass or finish their check. That's what happens in the NHL. Now, I get it. He's an 18-year-old kid. He's learning his way. But that's something he's got to learn from, and I'm sure he will. Hopefully, he's not injured. We don't know that. We don't know the deal on that. Maybe he's okay, but he sure looked like he was caught by surprise, was not ready for it, and could have got himself hurt. Okay, now that we dealt with that, I love the way Weidman Evans went in. Jack I cross check him, try to do something. I love that. I love it. You got to stick up for each other. We haven't had that here in so long, and I'll go back to when Pacioretty got hit by Chara, and they go, "Oh, Chara's the biggest, toughest." Guys were going up, kind of talking to him, like when I recall that. I don't give a shit who you are and how big the other guy is. Someone should have done something. They didn't. Now, yesterday, what I liked about it is they tried to get at that kid. Obviously, he's not going to fight. He's gonna run and hide. I get it. But again, he brought that on himself, that kid, and I'm sure down the road that will not be forgotten when they play Minnesota again. So, as far as Slafkovsky goes, will he stay or will he go? Listen, I truly believe in the past here, when we look at what they've done with their young draft picks, I think Galchenyuk was rushed when he was here. I think Kotkaniemi was rushed when he came here. Kotkaniemi, in hindsight, it's great. He could have used another year over in Finland. Galchenyuk, honestly, he didn't belong here that year. Yeah, he scored some goals. I get it. Yeah, but I think it was the worst thing for his development. The fact of the matter is, the kid never understood how to play the game away from the puck. Yeah, he could stand on a fucking dot and get fed a puck and shoot one-timers on the power play. And he had a great season that year, no question about it. But really, when it comes down to it, the development is key for long-term for the hockey team and for the player. And quite frankly, look what he did in his career. Well, he bounced all around. Who won? I mean, Pittsburgh, Arizona, Toronto, fucking everywhere. So that tells you a little bit about that one. As far as Slafkovsky, I love this kid. He got the size, he got the man size to play this game right now. Does he have the man mind to play it? That's the thing. And um, and I believe this organization will do the best thing for this player, they think, um, um, when they make their decision on what they're going to do with him. You got to go 10 games. When I think of this player, does he belong here? Does he not? I truly believe they're looking at. They're just going to see how he is in these next few games. Is this going to be the best thing for him? And they'll coach general manager and VP of hockey operations are going to put in the assistant coaches. They're all going to put their heads together, talk about it, and make the best decision possible. Do I think going to Laval would be the best thing for him? Not necessarily right now. When you look at what happened last night, you think he's a he, he was a target, right? And we saw the early going here. What happened earlier in the season? He scored his goal, and remember he got all pissed at the other guy and that stuff. He's excitable boy, is what he is, and I certainly think he's capable of staying here this season and developing and being surrounded by NHL talent and guys helping him. There's no question. I think he could certainly be here. Will it be the best thing for him? And I think that's where this organization is right now thinking, would it be best he go down there and play? And the fact of the matter is, if he goes down there, you think he's a target here in the early going. And he has been a little bit of a target for some of these players in the NHL. First overall pick. And he's a big boy. And fact of the matter is, he goes down there, he'll be even more of a target, I believe. So we're going to see what happens with him. Either way, I'm good with it as far as what they do. I want the best for this kid. And I really believe that Jeff Gorton, Kent Hughes, and Martin St. Louis are the best people to make that decision. And I think they'll make the right one. Either way, I believe this kid is going to, develop and be a big part of this organization moving forward. So will he stay or will he go? I'd love to give you an answer and say, yeah, he will, or no, he's staying here. Yeah, he will go to Laval, or yes, he will stay here in Montreal. I'm not sure myself. I don't think they have their mind made up yet on this player. And honestly, in watching him, I don't either. Because when you look at some of the really good things he's done here, and then some of the games where he's been a little lost, will he find himself in Laval or will he find himself here? And I think he's got to understand what an NHL player has to do night in and night out. Okay, night in and night out to be successful, and also the demands it puts on you physically. And what I didn't like about last night, like I said, he relaxed, but you're going to learn those things. I remember my first year, and I'm not a first overall pick, but I remember my first year. I come down the wing in Minnesota, and Fred Barrett, defenseman, I tried to toe drag him, go through him. He hit me with a shoulder right in the jaw. I was fucking Tweety birds. I wanted to go after him right away. Mario Tremblay saved my life that night. If I went after him, he would have killed me, Fred Barrett. I was dizzy on my feet. And Mario yelled, "Knuckles, come to the bench. Knuckles!" He yelled. And I listened to him. And I sat on the bench and I gathered myself. But that was my fault. Honestly, not Fred Barrett's. It was mine. Trying to dipsy do him. I'm a plumber. I can't dipsy. I can't stick handle around a cone, for Christ's sake. Never mind NHL defenseman. So that was my fault. And I learned from that. I never tried to dipsy do anybody again. Put the puck wide, go wide, and try and drive the net. Or dump it past the D-man, in my case, and go run his ass through the boards. And so I learned from that. And this kid will learn too. He's got good people around him. He has good teammates, very good teammates around him as far as people. I like this team. I like what I see with this team. I love, and Suzuki certainly being the captain of this bunch. I think he's really leading by examples, leading by the way he plays, the points he's putting up. I really like this kid. So happy for him. Caulfield off to a great start. It's going to come. Listen, I didn't pick this team to the playoffs. I said they'd be in the bottom third of the league. And I truly believe that they wouldn't make the playoffs. And I still feel that way. But they're going to have a lot better season than I think some of us thought. And did I think they were going to be in last place? No. But I thought they'd be in that bottom third. And I still think that way. But boy, I heard Suzuki talk before training camp and saying, I think we're going to surprise a lot of people. And listen, they'll surprise me the shit out of me if they make the playoffs. No question about it. But I still don't believe they will. I like what I see, though. It's a good blend of young talent, rookies, and certainly some of the older forwards. I like it. There's good leadership here. There's a good group of guys, character group of guys. I think Gorton and Hughes have done a great job here, and they're going to continue to do a great job. So, looking forward to this season. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night in Winnipeg. Um, hopefully, this crew gets a win in Winnipeg, and we give it to Dan Robertson. He traded Dan Robertson went over to the other side, the bastard. So anyway, yeah, that's Knuckles Uppercut for now. And Will Slafkovsky, will he stay or will he go? Still up in the air, folks. And if and when that 10th game is played, they have that decision. He's here or he's there. I will be back on to tell you what I think about the move or the stay. Anyway, have a great day, everybody, and watch out for Raw Knuckles podcast coming out every Thursday. We have a guest episode, and yes, this week's going to be an awesome guest. Make sure you stay tuned.